Sparklings One. I'm Kenny and welcome to Theme Class. So today we can learn about growing plants. Can you say? We can learn about growing plants. So we have 4 seasons. In the summer it gets very hot outside and maybe you can go to the beach. In the fall it starts to get a little bit cooler and the leaves fall off the trees. In the winter it gets very cold outside. We have to wear a heavy jacket and maybe you can see some snow. But today, we're going to talk about spring. Right now, it's springtime and we can see lots of plants and animals outside. The flowers are starting to bloom and the trees are so green. So because it's springtime, I really want to grow a sunflower. Now, before I can grow a sunflower, there are so many steps. We have to start with seeds and plant them before we can get a full sunflower. So today, I can plant a sunflower. Can you say? I can plant a sunflower. Now, if you want to follow along, you can get a blank piece of paper and a pencil. And if you'd like, even get colored pencils, crayons, or markers. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. So what do we need to grow a sunflower? Well, first, we need 2 cups. Then we need some rocks, some soil, some sunflower seeds, and some water. You'll also need something sharp like scissors or a cutter that someone can poke holes in the cup for you. Now, what will we do first? First, we will put holes in our cup. Can you say, first, we will put holes in our cup. Now, at this step, we want to put some holes at the bottom of one of the cups. Why? Well, if there's no holes in the cup, then the water can't go out and maybe there will be too much water in the cup. So, it's a good idea to put a couple of holes at the bottom of your cup. It's dangerous, so let's be careful. There we go. Now we can put this cup inside the other one, so the water won't go everywhere, but it won't stay in the top cup. Now, what will we do next? Next, we will add some rocks. Can you say? Next, we will add some rocks. Now, why do we want to put rocks at the bottom of our cup? Well, just like the holes, it'll make sure that we don't have too much water in our soil at one time. So if we put some rocks, we can be sure that our plant is getting the right amount of water. If you're drawing along with me, you can draw our cup with some rocks at the bottom. Why don't you try? Now, what's the next step? Next, we will add soil. Can you say? Next, we will add soil. Let's see. This looks a lot like dirt. But what's the difference between dirt and soil? Well, dirt is pretty dry. It flies away very easily, whereas soil is more dark and wet. Soil has the nutrients or good food that plants need in order to grow. It also holds water, which they need to survive. That looks good. On your paper, you can draw your cup with the line for how much soil we added. Now what should we do? Next, we'll plant our seeds. Can you say? Next, we'll plant our seeds. So I'm going to plant, let's see, 1, 2, 3 sunflower seeds. That way I can be sure that at least one of my flowers should grow and maybe I'll even get lots of flowers. Now, can we just put our seeds on the top of our soil like this? No, of course not. We also can't push them all the way down to the bottom. We want to make sure that our seeds have enough space for the roots to grow down and the stem to grow up. That looks good. Okay, can you draw our 3 seeds in your cup? Good job. Well, we've got our rocks, we've got our soil, we have our seeds. Are we done? No. Our plants need lots of things to grow, and a very important thing is water. Just like people need water to be able to live and grow strong, plants need it too. So make sure you keep your plant watered. Now, we don't want to put too much water in our cup. We want to make sure that there's enough that the whole soil is nice and dark and wet, but not so much that the cup is full of water. And because we cut holes in it, you might see some water in the bottom of your cup. That's great. So now you can draw some water in your cup. Are we finished? Almost. What's this? It's the sun. Just like plants need water to grow, they need lots of sunlight. When plants are growing outside, they can easily get their light from the sun. But if we're planting plants inside, it's our job to make sure they get enough sunlight. So make sure you put your plant next to a window or something so that it can grow nice and tall. All right, if you drew your picture, you can color it now. Look at all we did. So let's go over one more time how we can grow a sunflower. So repeat after me. First, we put holes in our cup. One more time. First, we put holes in our cup. Next, we add some rocks. Next, we add some rocks. What's after that? Next, we add soil. Let's say, next, we add soil. Do you remember what comes next? Next, we plant our seeds. Can you say? Next, we plant our seeds. What was after that? Next, we add water. Can you say? Next, we add water. Lastly, we put it in the sunlight. Lastly, we put it in the sunlight. Great job, everyone. You can try planting seeds too. All right, I'm going to make sure I put my plant in the sunlight. Bye-bye.